Is Marvel Token worth it? Is it fun? Is it good? Or is it some kind of convoluted Marvel vs. Capcom wannabe that's riding on the name Marvel alone? Well, I played the closed beta for more than a few hours, and here are my first initial impressions of the game.
Take it one step at a time.
Now, keep in mind, I am a fighting game lover, so I might have some bias leaning into that genre of games, and I'm a superhero lover as well. You can tell me behind me, I got tons of DC and Marvel and video game stuff. I love that. So a fighting game that's superheroes, I kind of already love that idea, but after playing it, was it good? Subscribe here for more content, and let's talk about it. I don't have any major script or bullet points. I'm just kind of going off the dome. I'm just kind of talking, because I just played it, streamed it, and I played the crap out of it. I've played every character that was offered in the beta, and again, comparingly to other games like Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, Grand Blue, Dragon Ball Fighters, like there's so much to talk about comparatively, but I'm gonna do my best to like simplify and just break down what I can. Again, the good, the bad. I'll tell you guys right now, Marvel Token is probably one of the most fun experiences in a fighting game I've had in a very long time. I'm gonna say it outright right there. It was so, I was laughing and just enjoying myself every single fight. I don't know all of the intricacies, I don't know all of the frame data and stuff like that yet, but like from what I was just playing, it was just a blast. Trying to go in there, you know, with Star-Lord, Miss Marvel, Captain America, and just pulling off fun, good old combos. It was a blast. Now, you know, part of this review and first impressions, we got to talk about the actual gameplay itself, because that is, of course, the core of the game. How does it play? How does it feel? And I'll tell you right now, it's a 4v4. So out the gate, that might scare a lot of people. Even if you're a tag fighter, you're like, whoa, wait, what? 4v4? I'm used to like maybe 2v2, maybe 3v3, but 4v4, they are taking it to the next level and adding that extra character. And kind of going with that, it's not necessarily a true 4v4 in the sense that you have 4 different life bars. You share 1 life bar, but you have 3 assists that you can use as literal assists in combos or setups or mix or whatever. Or when you do the assist, you can just hold the assist button and then tag them in, and now you're playing that character. So if you're playing Captain America and you're doing a combo and you assist in Miss Marvel, you can just hold assist and now you're playing Miss Marvel. So essentially that's why it's a 4v4, because, you know, let's say the person you're fighting is Doctor Doom, and let's say Doctor Doom doesn't, you know, the matchup wise isn't very good in Doctor Doom's favor versus Miss Marvel. So going to Miss Marvel is a good move for you. That's kind of why you would want to switch in the first place. So that can seem very intimidating for even, I would feel like vets. So like, wait, 4v4, it's kind of a lot what I do here. But the game is built around beginner friendly mechanics, but also vet friendly mechanics too, because the game does have what we know as, you know, modern controls, or they call it like quick controls, quick buttons, where they have quick skills, which are just your special moves, quick throws, quick assembles, which are your assists, and stuff like that. So you have one button stuff, you have one button specials, but they also have motion input specials as well. And they have normals, which are light, medium, and heavy. So you could do the motion inputs and do, you know, down, forward, light, or down, forward, medium. And they have different properties. Whereas, like we know most time in modern controls, or quick controls in this case, when you do the forward special, I'm gonna call it forward special because you're just doing forward, and then like the quick skill button, it's just one button specials. You're getting one variation of that special move. You don't get to choose the properties that you get, right? So that's kind of like the downside of like not being able, not choosing not to do the motion inputs. That's the downside, is you can have quicker reactions and quicker, you know, inputs for your specials, but you know, if you wanted to do the other variation, like you wanted to do down, forward, medium, rather than the down, forward, light version, you don't get to do that unless you actually do the motion inputs, which you can do. And that's kind of the weird thing, is like the game doesn't, you don't get to choose what gameplay mechanic control scheme you want before the game starts. The game is just built that way. Like you can do both, and everybody can. So if you're in the middle, if you're in a pinch and you have it set up, you like don't want to worry about the motion inputs, you can just do, you know, forward quick skill, and then you do the special move rather than trying to worry about, you know, the DP input or the down back input, stuff like that. So it kind of appeases and appeals, excuse me, to, you know, the beginners. It's like, hey, you want just easy specials, here you go. But if you're a vet and you want to do the motion inputs, you totally can. And I like that. But then also to talk about that as well, for beginners, they also have auto combo. So you literally can just smash light, smash medium or heavy, and like just over and over and over again, and you get a combo that also ends in a super, and you do like crazy damage. And you're like, I just pushed one button. I literally pushed a button and I did a normal into a special into a super. And all you did was push one button. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. That doesn't, it is really cool to see, and it is a lot of fun as a fighting game fanatic, though, myself and a lover of fighting games. It doesn't feel very satisfying to pull those off because it's like, well, yeah, I caught him off guard and I punished his unsafe move, but like, I didn't really do a lot. I just was like, okay, that's unsafe, bop, 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 and then I got the awesome combo that did crazy damage, right? So, and the fact that my opponent can always do that no matter what, kind of an interesting choice, but again, you can also do the opposite. You can go medium, medium, and then change up and go light, light, and then maybe do down, down, medium for the special. So you can choose to do like parts and like mix it up a little bit. You can go both. You can do half of an auto combo and then do the actual inputs for a special and then do the actual inputs for the super as well. So like you can do all that, and the reward for doing the actual inputs of the game, of the specials, is not only do you get to choose the variations you want for the certain specials, but you also get, I don't know if it's 10%, but you get a bit more damage. They never even specified the percentage. You get a bit more damage though. So I do like that. There's a lot that goes into that I want to talk about, but not for this. This is just more of a review. I want to give you guys a rundown of like the gameplay and like how I feel about it. I like it. It is hard to kind of get used to because you're doing both at one time. And I'm sure a lot of people, you know, use that and like ease into doing motion controls and whatnot. But like, it feels really good. It's a lot of fun to do. This is a really fun game with fun combos and really, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Even if you do an auto combo off of a punish, again, it doesn't feel very satisfying, but man, it is so cool. You're like, oh my gosh, there's the super going off and like Captain America doing his thing and then throwing the shield. And then you have Oki and you got, there's just a lot. There's a lot. Now, I do want to talk about that too, because that's part of my review, is there's a lot. There's a lot about this game. Though it's easy on the surface, you have auto combos and you have one button specials and one button supers even, there's a lot that goes on in this game because of the assist. There's so much. There really is. It's like, oh man, you got the assists and you can use them in combos. You can use them outside of the combos. If you use them outside the combos, it doesn't require a bar. If you use them in the combos, it does require a bar. But you can use more than one assist at one time. You can use the assist outside the combo for a setup, jump in, use a different assist, and you're, that's just the assist, right? Then you have your actual skill gauge, which is your supers and your enhanced special moves, because your heavy version is the enhanced version, and you got to worry about that. And you can do more than one super. You can do a super that leads into another super by just pressing the assist button during it, and then that switches your character. But you can switch characters, by the way. You know, you have 3 different assists. You have projectile assist, vertical assist, assault assist. So if you're Captain America up here as your lead, your captain or whatever, and Dr. Doom is your assault assist, and you go assault assist and you hold it, Dr. Doom is out there. Now you're playing Dr. Doom. Well, guess what? Now Captain America is your assault assist. So now you're playing Dr. Doom with Captain America as your assault assist. And you do that 4 times in the middle of the game. Everything is clockwork. Everything is changing. So now you started off playing Captain America with Dr. Doom and Star-Lord and Iron Man. And you're ending the game playing Iron Man with Captain America here, Dr. Doom here, and Star-Lord here. You're like, so the game throughout, as if you're switching characters, is insane. Because of that reason right there. You're going to different matchups, of course, different special moves, different supers, different neutral and all that. But then your assists are different because you've switched characters. And that also means if your opponent does that too, their assists have also changed. So now you got to worry about, okay, well, they were using Dr. Doom Assault Assist to do, you know, the laser setup, but now they're playing Dr. Doom, so they have Captain America as their Assault Assist. So now I got to worry about his setup and mix and what. Oh, sorry. Do you see what I'm saying though? That's just a lot, dude. It's just a lot to worry about, like, while you're doing that. Now, starting out the gate, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, me and my buddies, we weren't doing that a ton. We were trying to mess around with it and have fun with it and having a blast doing our combos and trying to do the assists, and like there were some crazy moments, but we didn't even, I feel like, scratch the tip of the iceberg of what this game can do because of your swapping assists and what that can create for your matchups, and then how your assists can change, because now your projectile assist is no longer Captain America, it's Iron Man. That's a different projectile assist. So how do you manage that? How do you defend against that as, you know, the opponent of that switch up? And it's just like there's so much going on that you got to worry about, not just yourself, but of course your opponent. And the start of the game, you have to worry about, okay, I only have 1 assist unlocked right now. I got to unlock the other 2, and you got to do certain things to unlock those assists, and throughout the game that can matter. So how soon can you get your full team ready to rock and roll? And then your opponent switches to Dr. Doom. Like, okay, well, he switched, so now do I keep fighting like this? And you can, by the way, you can stay Captain America with 3 assists and just master that team and just go, I'm going to be this Captain America. These are my 3 assists. I'm going to be the best Captain America solo that I can be. And that's great. But let's say Captain America really struggles versus Doctor Doom, and they change Doctor Doom because they know that. Well, it might be smart for you to know Doctor Doom's bad matchup and change to that. You know, if you can, I'd recommend it, but you don't have to. You totally could just play a single character with 3 assists. And so there's just a lot going on. And there wasn't a practice mode in this beta that we got to play, so I can't really speak too much on the actual combo system or whatever, but figuring that out and go, okay, you can go down light, down medium, medium, into down forward, medium, into a super. The way they do combos is really cool. Confusing for now because I'm not quite sure how it really works, like what goes into what and what doesn't go into what, and where my iframes are for certain wake ups, what the timing is for like wake up supers or wake up DPs. There's a lot of timing things you got to figure out. So I haven't really figured all of that out myself with my small amount of game time we had during this closed beta. But at the end of the day, I want to make basically 2 really big points. The first point could be considered a con, right? Which is there's just a lot going on. I think that's the 2 main points I have. First con, there's just a lot going on, which again can be really good because you usually want a fighting game to have really deep mechanics, and you want these mechanics you can really sink your teeth into and take some time to really learn and master the team that you choose, maybe change up the team. It's really good in that aspect, but I can see why it would feel like a lot, because it does feel like a lot. So when you first get into it, I would focus on just playing a character, messing around with the auto combo, see what works, see what doesn't work, and just have fun with it. You know, as long as you understand how to like block and jump and do combos, you'll be fine with it at the beginning. And so I see it as a good thing, but I could see why a lot going on could be considered a con for some people. But even with that being said, I would recommend giving it a shot anyways, because again, you don't want a too simple fighting game. You want a fighting game that has a lot going on. And I don't think Marvel Tokon has reached that point of like too much. You know, there are some fighting games I feel like that are like, okay, I get there's a lot, but like this is just too much. There's too many bars, there's too many frames, there's too many of this. Every character has 1,000 moves. What do I do here? That can be too much. I feel like Marvel Tokon has actually hit that sweet spot of there's a lot going on, but you're not too scared to try it, right? Like there's a lot going on, but you can go, okay, there's a lot, but I can handle it, and I'm gonna handle it. I just need the time, because you have the auto combos and you have the 1-button supers and specials. But even if you do motion controls, by the way, every character has universal special inputs. So like every character has 4 special moves. We have down forward attack, down back attack, down attack, and the DP input, which is, if you know fighting game language, it's 6-2-3. So you have basically it's forward, down, forward, basically, into a special. So every character has those 4 special moves. So if you pick up Captain America for the very first time, you know he has those special moves. You don't know what they do, but you know he has those. Those are the inputs to do whatever special moves he has to do. So if I'm playing Captain America, I can do light, medium, and chances are down back attack's gonna connect and whatever that is. If it doesn't, I can learn that real quick. Okay, down back attack doesn't work. It came out, but it didn't connect. But down forward attack, it does come out and it does connect. So you can actually pick up a character and learn them relatively fast, knowing that, because again, every character has their universal special inputs that once you know that, all it takes from that point on is just learning what those specials do per character and then how to utilize them in their combos. But because a lot of times every character's special moves are very different. Okay, I got to worry about if I learn, let's say they were all different. Captain America has a down forward, a light, but Iron Man doesn't, and then Star-Lord has a down back medium, but when I play Captain America, he doesn't have that, so he can't do that move. So muscle memory can screw you up a lot. But again, in Marvel Tokon, every character has the same special motion input, so when you pick up a new character, your muscle memory of doing down forward light will work for that new character. It's just a matter of what does that down forward light actually do for that character. Again, there's a lot going on. I see it as a good thing. I can see why some people might not see it as a good thing. And then the big solid point that kind of puts the last nail in the coffin for my review, my first impressions here, is the game is just fun. The game is just a blast. The fighting game, Marvel Tokon, so much fun, bro. I'm sitting there and I'm doing some auto combos, but I'm going to throw in my special attacks. And we did a super, then he whiffs this, so I punish this, and then I countered, or I think it's called crossover this, and then I actually cross over the super, but then what if he calls this? There's a lot, but that to me was so much fun. And I hate to say it, but it is Marvel, so it is. If you like Marvel superheroes at all, it is really cool to like play Star-Lord, play Captain America. If Iron Man's your favorite superhero, playing Iron Man's a blast because you just love Iron Man. Like, oh, let's do the blast, and like he can fly and do all these things. It's really cool. So regardless of, you know, even if you don't like Marvel, I think you still like it a lot. But if you do love Marvel, this is going to be a cakewalk for you because it's Marvel, and they're going to add. You can imagine a lot of characters. You know, we haven't have it confirmed yet, but you know they're going to add Hulk and Thor and probably Wolverine and stuff like that. And you know, all of our favorite superheroes are going to be in a fighting game. And you can be your favorite superhero, Wolverine, and then make a team out of that. Like I'm gonna play my favorite character, Wolverine, and I'm gonna put Deadpool and Hulk and Thor on my team, and that's gonna be my team. I can't wait to master that. That's gonna be a lot of fun for I think 90% of players. They're just gonna find a team they love and just have fun with it. The other 10% are gonna be the pro competitive players that are like trying to find the meta and be like, nope, I don't even like Storm, but she's the meta, so I'm gonna play her. And that can be fun too because you can, you know, maybe learn their characters that way. But I feel like at the end of the day, we're all gonna find our favorite superhero and build our favorite superhero team out of it and just have a blast. And I think that's what gaming is all about, and this game does that just right. So if you made it this far in the video, I'm sure you probably can't tell, but you know, when answering the question, is the game good? Is it worth it? Honestly, I'm sure you can tell without a doubt. Yes, Marvel Tokon is just a blast to play. There is no price tag on it yet, so if you're watching this video wondering, you know, what's the price on it? Is it worth $60, whatever? It is ArcSys who makes it, so I don't think they're going to do a free-to-play game. We're used to free-to-play games with Marvel, like Marvel Rivals, but I don't think Marvel Tokon's going to be free, so let's call it $70, because I think that's going to be the price of most games that are out now, and I think Marvel Tokon will follow that. Is it worth $70? Yes. If you're a fighting game fan and Marvel fan, yes. Like, if you want to get a new fighting game that, again, you can really sink your teeth into and just have a blast playing and trying out so many different teams. That's the thing, right? The replayability on this is going to be insane because rather than learn all the characters, which you could do in a fighting game for replayability, you have so many different combinations of teams to go with. It's like, what do you do? So that replayability alone is going to last you forever. And from what I remember, Marvel Tokon said, like they came out and said they want to support this game for over 10 years. So if that's the case, we're going to get a lot of stuff for Marvel Tokon. We're going to get DLC packs. We're going to get probably new modes and, of course, new characters, maybe, of course, new updates with new supers. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to do so much. So long term, absolutely, game's worth it. Game's a blast. If you like fighting games even a little bit, you're going to love Marvel Tokon, in my opinion. Even if you don't like tag fighters or you think you don't like tag fighters, I think you're going to like this one. Not sponsored, by the way. This is truly just my thoughts, my first impressions coming out, and just spitballing words and just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on Marvel Tokon down below. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know your thoughts down below. If you guys want more videos like this, subscribe here for more. Turn that bell on so you don't miss a thing, because we have new videos twice a week. We stream twice a week, and we have daily shorts. You guys have a great night. Be safe out there. Take it one step at a time, and I will see you in the next video and or stream.